Okay, good morning everyone.
Good
This
morning.
is the group 4. So our topic for today is all about choosing art activities. But before that, let me read a quote. Okay, children's voices are amplified through their arts and their expression provide windows in the things that matter most to them. By Douglas and Jaquel, 2018. Okay, so what do you mean about this quote? Anyone? Nable. Okay, do you have any idea about this quote? Okay, Eden.
Okay. The children's voice will amplify because their thoughts will reflect to their arts. For example, their emotion or their expressions today. If they're going to do some art, so their voice will really amplify.
Yes, Eden is right. Okay, this quote means that children express their thoughts and feelings through art. Okay, for example, when they draw, when they paint, or when they create something, we can see what is important to them because art is not just a simple activity. It's their way to communicate and express their feelings. Okay, did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, so, for example, diba, ang mga bata is hilig sila mag-drawing of atong house, na ilang mama, ilang papa, na yung tree sa gawas, na yung sun. Sa panandara, it's because mo na ilang ma-observe sa ilang balay and then mo na ilang way para express ang ilang kaugalingon. Okay, so, Okay, so types of art activities based on content and function. So an activities can be classified based on their content and function. So these help teachers decide what type of activity best fits the lesson, the learners, and the school context. Okay, art activities now is based on content and functions. Okay, when we say content, it is what the artwork all about, and when we say the function, it is the purpose of the artwork. Okay, so for example, if the lesson is all about culture, so teacher may choose a cultural art activity. Then, if the goal is to celebrate Christmas or other holiday, okay, the teacher may choose a holiday theme activity. Okay. Okay, so art and culture-based themes. So, art and culture-based themes activities are inspired by famous artists or cultural works. Learners may copy or modify techniques, styles, or subjects. An example of these is creating Picasso-inspired portraits using lines and patterns. So, as we all know, Picasso's art style is using different kinds of shapes, lines to show faces or to make an artwork.
Na-check mo attendance?
Yes.
Tarawan yung attendance niyo kung magkura.
Ay, bibigyan ko sa
Okay, so art and culture-based theme activities are inspired by famous artists or cultural artworks. So for example, you can make the children students may copy or change the style or technique of well-known artists. For example, si Picasso. Okay, pwede nyo mo sila paimuno artwork nila based on Picasso's technique. Like, mag-drawing sila of face. Pwede sila magamit of different kinds of shapes like triangle, square, circle to illustrate a face. Or lines or patterns. Okay, so these help students learn about history and culture, appreciate famous artists, and be creative in their own way. And the next is integration in subject and content areas. Okay, and art is universal and transdisciplinary. So art is also integrated with other subjects like science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics for the STEAM education. So this approach supports creativity and problem solving. So for example, students can use clay to create models of basic food groups in science. Okay, for example, so since art is universal, we can be connected to other subjects. For example, in science, kung ang inyong topic is all about it's all about itong life cycle of a butterfly. Okay. So since science mo na siya ng subject, pwede din mo siya paggamit ng mga bata o clay sa baba to represent a cycle. For example, ang egg, ang butterfly, ang pupa, or ang chrysalis. So you can use clay. And also in technology, students can make digital arts using technology and engineering. Okay, kung mag-illustrate ang mga engineer o ilang mga structure na buhaton, okay, need nila og arts para nindot ang ilang output. Also in arts, okay, pag imuhang topic is all about art, atong elements of arts, okay, pwede nimo siya drawingan ang katong texture, ang shape, para ma-integrate mo ang arts sa arts itself. And also in mathematics, okay, this approach helps students develop creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. Okay, like this one. Next is holiday and event themes. Okay, during holidays and special events, art activities are used to create decorations, cards, souvenirs, and props. Okay, these activities help students connect their personal experiences with school celebration in a fun and meaningful way. For example, if may mga events sa school, okay, you can make them, for example, Valentine's Day, you can encourage them to make cards to their teachers, to their parents, or to their friends. Also, pag na Christmas, okay, they can create decorations. Also, katulad ang Foundation Day, di ba? Pwede siya mamaligya o bisa unsang crafts, handmade crafts. Okay, for example, sa Valentine's Day, they can make cards. Also, in Independence Day, pwede sila maging mo of flag. Last is art as play. So art teachers should remember upper elementary students, including those with special needs, are still children. So teacher-directed activities can make art seem tiring. So a quarterly play-based activity focused on fun can foster positive attitude towards the children. Okay, so since, di ba, ang perception sa mga bata, ang art is boring na. Okay, so para ma-avoid ang boring, okay, so art teachers should remember that upper elementary students are still children. Also, some may also have special needs. So if art activities are always strict and teacher-directed, students may feel tired or pressured. So this is why it is important to include play-based activities. For example, para di boring ang art lesson, art discussion. Pwede siya, hindi mo ipaagay sa lula or sa mini games. For example, every last Friday of the month, pwede mo sila i-encourage nga magbuhat ng ilang own art. Ilang own art style para ma-encourage sila nga pwede po nila express ang ilang gusto nga art. For example, you will divide this class into 2 groups. Okay, so kada group, so para mas enjoyable ang art lesson, pwede din.
So, good morning everyone. So, this is the continuation of our topic. So, my topic assigned is all about abstract and expressionist art activities. Okay, for kindergarten and a student who need extensive sport, abstract expressionist arts activities are recommended because these activities need minimal fine motor skills, but if done right, can still create aesthetically pleasing outcomes. So, art abstract does not try to draw real objects like house, trees, or people. Instead, they use colors, line, shape, movements, and feelings. So, these abstract expression art activities is ano siya, dira na siya makita sa mga kindergarten yun kay, di ba, mo man ay pinaka-basic na ilahang ma-learn, kanang mag-draw sila ng lines, and mag-kuhan sila og mga colors. So, example, kaning diri, di ba, dili na to kaning ang picture, dili na to makuhan kung unsay gid ang ipasabot sa art, but this art kay nanay siya thoughts, feelings, and expressions. So, dili na ito wala pa kasabot kung gitudok-tudok na siya dira ang colors or something nag-draw lang siya para mga lines like this, pero wala pa kasabot kung para asa din siya. Then, for example, a child may whirl blue and yellow together, then it becomes green. Then the child might say, it's a storm, even if it wasn't planned. So, every kindergarten, every child have an expressions that we don't understand as a teacher, but we need to understand that also children is very artistic. Kung sa ilang makita nila, makita nila sa palibot, and mingo na sila beautiful kayo na mga object or nice kayo na mga object. Na-picture out na nila silang mind kung unsa ilahang buhaton. Diskan pa, imuhang color ibutang nila yellow, pero ilahang ibutang silahang drawing kay green. So, feeling na sa mga bata, muna siya kuwan ba, padala nila ma-express ilahang feelings through colors, lines, and anything. Next. Impressionist and expressionist arts activities. These are suited for children who had a lot of original ideas, but may lack of fine motor skills to create a well-rehearsed representation of what's on their mind. Some are very excited and it's spontaneous that they tend to create a rush work, sacrificing quality and understandability. So for example, this hard work. So wala na kabalo kung saan siya, tigil ba ni siya, or kamot ba na siya. But through their makukuhan sila o mga idea, so ilahan na lang ipuputan ko gaway-gaway, diba? As you can see, so these are called lobster.
Starfeet.
Gitawag di siya mga art lobster. Pero wala na kabalo nga, unsa gid na unsay purpose nganong ibamutang gid siya gaway-gaway, wala ta kabalo. But this art is rush siya nga kuan nga work kay imurang taplak imurang tuluran imong kamo taplak nimo, so that's art na dahil na siya. So okay, so impression arts is focused on light, color, movement, and first impressions. It does not try to make detailed or perfect drawing. Instead, it captures what the child sees or feels at that moment. So, like this drawing. So, kung sa ilahang na tanaw, kung sa ilahang na feel mo, ilahang button. For example, instead of carefully drawing a tree with exact leaves, a child may use quick green and yellow stroke to show how the tree looks in the sunlight. So, more ito ilahang gamiton. And also, an expressionist art, it focuses on emotion, syempre expression. It focuses on emotion, strong colors, personal meanings. It may not look realistic, but it shows what the child feels inside. For example, a child might color the sky red because he feels angry or excited, not because the sky is really red. So that means they use that drawing to show their emotions, to show their expression. Ikaw daw mag niya ang sky sa tuwa kay kuan man blue, nya imo ang ikuluran og red. So matingalan jud ka dili imo masabtan, but that art was show their emotion and expression. Next is realistic reproduction and technical arts activities. These are for students who demonstrate mastery of fine motor skills involved art production. These students can also be considered artistically talented if they are able to produce quality work with high resemblance to the reference. Example would be landscape painting that use colors that are close to reality. Figure drawings with correct proportions, landscape that show perspective, and still life painting that show accurate light and shadow. So for example, this one. Diba, ang kanino art detailed na kay siya. So ang mabuhat ani nga bata, very kuan na gid iya ang fine motor skills, very nana siya sa higher thinking na siya ba. Kay ibalik kung ikaw daw kamuhat ka kitina na. O diba dili. So college na galo ka, pero bigyan ka mabot mo inani nga sketch nga very detailed kay siya. So these arts, it's focused to accuracy, detailed proportion, perspective, correct use of light and shadows, and close resemblance to real life reference. So the goal is to make the artwork look as real as possible. As you can see, kay sa Tokyo ni siya. Muna iya nakita sa Tokyo, so mao po diyan is also very more real kaayo. Pero sketch siya siya. So, these activities are suited for students who have strong fine motor skills. Tapos can carefully observe details and can follow visual references closely and also have patience and focus. Kaya dili nila mabuhat na art kung wala sila focus and patience. Kaya this art, dili lang siya isa ka adlaw buhaton, but also binalik-balik pa nila buhaton para ma-perfect nila ang art, para makakuan pa siya more yung realistic art. So, because of these abilities, some of those students may be considered artistically talented, especially if they can create work that closely resembles real objects. So, for example, this one, kanina picture. So, very real siya yung mga tao, kaya mo kung ako iyang nakita sa iyang katuan or sa picture. So, nabuhat niya ni basin mga pila pa ka days or months ba na para lang ma-perfect na may mo siya real kaayo. Okay, in conclusion, different art activities serves different kinds of learners, and each style supports a unique area of child's development. And for abstract and expressionist art activities, it allows children to freely explore colors, movements, and emotions without worrying about correctness. For example, ang ilahang gibutang dito puros lang lines, and they use color ink. So, that's the example of abstract and expressionist. And also the impression and expression activities. It supports children who have strong ideas and emotion but may struggle with fine motor skills. This activity values meaning, spontaneity, and support versatile expressions. Even when the art appears rushed or unclear. So, In realistic reproduction and technical arts activities, it's also suited for students demonstrate mastery or of fine motor skills and carefully observe. So these activities focus on accuracy, proportion, perspective, and shading, helping students refine disciplines and technical experience. So overall, this is no single best type of art activities. Each approach responds to different strengths, needs, and developmental levels. Effective art educates recognize these differences and provides varied opportunities to every child can express themselves. That's all for my report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ruben Lapo, and I am a third reporter of this topic. So, my topic assignment is all about creative and imaginative and thought-provoking art activities. So, please read anyone with them.
These are these are basically the integration of all potential art skills. These are children who are able to visualize and render their ideas in a skillful manner that is considered by the audience as well-delivered visual expression.
Okay, thank you, Eden. What are those examples? So, those are examples is something, for example, screenball art. So, maghimo ang bata about sa kanang example, ang idea sa bata is about kanang sa gera. So, na-idea ang bata na mag-drawing about sa na-idea ang bata na mag-drawing about sa magulo. What else? Kung can give an example. Suha ka na idea. About sa idea sa bata. Kung yung mga idea sa bata, mag-drawing siya ang mind kung saan niya gawin mo. Yes, that's what we call hybrid animals. About sa combination sa different animals, that's what we call hybrid animals. So the third one is visual metaphor. So those are the kanang mga emotion sa bata, like nasakitan ba, mauna nila ang i-reflect kung saan madrawing sa bata. So what else? So like kanang upside down drawing. So like kanang i-drawing sa bata kanang naipabaliktad na one like kanang line or like patakili. So those are the creative, imaginative, thought-provoking arts. Mao na ang mga kasagaran ng mga ideas sa mga bata na kailangan i-draw. So let's move on to the work may contain symbols that let the artist convey a message or link the history, science, and other personal interests. So, kung sa ba ang mga connected sa mga kanang history ng mga drawing like Maria like what? Like Maria Rizal, di ba? Pwede mo pa siya idea din mo ang i-draw. So, the second one is the science. So, what is the example, do you think? What is the best example of science? Bukan. Kanang ma-idea niya about sa science, yes. Yes, what else? Yes. One of the example is about kanang DNA. Like for example, kanang is just a symbol, but pwede nila hatagan sa kaling nga meaning. Pero science kagihapon. Mao na siya example sa kuan. So let's move on to next. The output from this activity are unique to be the creator because it draws from personal experience and emotion through and wishes. So kana siya kay through 100 na experience, pwede siya makahimo o ganang na drawing. So ang trabaho sa teacher is for them to guide. Mag-guide lang siya because at this age of the kanang children, they are more creative, kanang kay sila o kanang mahimo kay if kung butan mo sila sa ilang ringon etlikos kanang dili sila ganahan mag-drawing kay dili sila ganahan kay butan man sila. Dapat ang trabaho sa teacher is for them to guide lang kay butan mo ano to. So next is children who are in this particular are creative and skillful and able to any art activity from any categories. The goal of the teachers, so mauna na siya atong ingon ako na ang trabaho sa teacher is mag-guide lang siya kay ang student magagawin kay na siya kay diya nga pwede kay ang one magod kay part magod na sila ang development nga pasagdaan ako nang dilit mo siya pasagdaan mo siya ang bantayan sa ilang buhay i-guide lang sila. So, when planning for an art activity, the teacher should carefully consider the student. So, consider kanang kailangan nimo nga kanang siya kanang ikuan mo kanang supportahan mo siya sa iyang interest like for what I said earlier nga kailangan mag-guide lang ka dapat kanang supportahan mo siya sa iyang drawing o na ang ikuan bali like di ba kanang ang student kanang dili sila ganahan kanang oras-oras na nila hindi sila ganahan sa drawing ora po na ang atong topic. So the intersection for the fine motor and cognitive abilities, central area would be the recommended set of activities and assessment standard for elementary students. So what are those motor? So like for example, kanang maana-ana ilahang kamot, magamit ilahang kamot para develop ang ilahang motor. And cognitive, ang ilahang utong, di ba magamit man ang ilahang utong para mag-doing nila? Yes. Those are the recommended para those are the recommended activity para ma-develop o maayo ang bata. So next, what else? So, as they grow older, the education is skillful of rendering and creativity and higher so that they can move eventually toward the more creative and thought-provoking art. So, as they getting older, so through your guiding from the previous day, one mas young guide, so mas makakreate na sila og more na mas interesting na mga draw kay na naman sila sa basic so mas maka-create na sila og kanang more na creative, mas interesting na mga kuan like ma-improve na ilang artwork, ilang drawing kay kumano sila sa basic kay na guide naman sila. A series of non-representation abstract works will lead to burden a minimal improvement of fine motor skills due to lack of challenge and dapat ang student is ano na like what I said before earlier na ang bata kailangan din siya mag-start sa basic kung saan siya mag-jump into kuano sa lisod kay lisod po mas una siya sa lisod no nga wala siya sa basic so mag-lisod siya kung kayo dapat ang bata i-guide niyo sa kanang first basic so kanang pinaka-lisod. So the next is high expectation of unrealistic expectation will be too difficult due to student. So, if dili mo supportaan, so mag-expect ko ka ng dili kayo Windows, kay sa elementary pa ba? Dili pa kayo Windows. Pag maabot na sila ka ng dili mga nato kay di pa man yung nakabalo kay dili. Mas wala na siya pag artist yung ka, ilaw di mo ang artist, syempre kabalo jud ka na no kay luwang focus kay art ka gud no. So magsugod jud ka sa pinaka-basic usa ka sa art. Giving student a very challenging and then task might result to frustration and confusion if we are still learning how to visualize and compose their ideas on the paper. So kung ang student is gaano mo ka ng diretso nga lisod, so mag-confuse sila nga, yung diretso naman sa lisod nga. Wala lagi ko kasugod sa basic ani, so gura sila matingala, mao nang dili dayon sila maka-create idea, ano hindi diretso din. Kato gali ang tingon nga dapat masagdan sila sa ilang drawing kay if kuan sila dili man sila ganahan mag-drawing kung ikaw mismo mag-buot, if you let your kuan self nga magbuot kag imo so dili sila ganahan mag-drawing. So children who are very spontaneous and imaginative can feel inferior. So mao to kanang ma-feel sa ilang murag na daw na kay sila ba nga ano diretso ba o dili nga pagkaman ko sa basics. So those are the one dapat na to ma-kuan sa tuwang estudyante. So next is take note that creativity is not as age, so depend as a time motor. So ang creativity is dili maka-depend sa kanang sa imong edad. So it depends on the fine motor in cognitive development. I think that would be all. Thank you.